I really put things on a platform of God, me, and my family, and then everything else after that. And if you're right with God, then you can be right with yourself, and when you're right with yourself, it spreads down to your family. My great-grandfather started farming in Edelstein. My grandfather started farming in Bradford. When my dad and his brother started getting involved in farming, he came to Kewanee and bought this ground here. I particularly didn't have a lot of interest in it. I would help. My interests were in other places. So at 17, to pay for college, I enrolled in the military. Ended up, instead of paying for college, making that a 20-year career. And I ended up deploying in 08, 09 to Afghanistan. We went out on probably over 150 combat missions. I was in country for 9 months. After that, I had my aha moment that I wanted to bring my taste of farming to this. So in the first years I came back and acclimated myself. You come back, you're happy to be back, and you just get in a groove and you think you're doing everything right, and some days would be harder than others, but you wouldn't think anything of it, and you would just kind of push and drive on. And a lot with the military aspect that carried over is you kind of just became emotionless. Like, it was a way to deal with a lot of things that you go through or have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Emotional vulnerability wasn't one of my strong suits. I could very much turn off emotion and just kind of go through the motions. I never noticed anything until I got married in 2015, where my wife really kind of noticed, like, hey, something's not really right with, not wrong with me, but you're just kind of off. In February, amidst a lot of depression, anxiety, and the devastation it was kind of putting on my family, the burden that it was putting on my family, decided to enroll in a 7-week program at the domicilium in Des Moines, Iowa. It really puts you in an environment around people that have really felt the same things and gone through the same things as you. It was allowed me to realize that I do have a problem, and there's things out there that will help with that. But my biggest supporter was my wife, having to try and make that decision of me leaving 7 weeks and having her running the household on the day-to-day and me being gone. She basically ran everything and took it upon herself why I went and sought treatment. And so when I went through this, it was very hard, and I kept saying, I'm being selfish, I'm taking time away. And I was able to develop that into being self-full instead of selfish. And they always said normal is just a setting on a dryer. What is normal? It's what you make it out to be, and how you choose to wake up every day, and how you choose to live that day.